Waiting for the day that never came. Think about that for a minute. The person you're considering, they knew what they were doing because they had done it before. Yes, they did it with you. And they did a few things, one of which was probably future faking. You see, they probably were stringing you along and making you think that tomorrow would be a better day, that maybe this weekend would be a great weekend, that maybe in a couple months things would be fantastic. This is one of the techniques of these people, future faking. You were waiting for something that never arrived. You see, the person you're considering, they only got worse over time. They only showed you more and more how much disdain they actually had for you. They showed you more and more how little they cared about not only you, but about virtually everybody else. They triangulated you with people that existed and many who didn't exist ever, and I can jump into that again in a moment. They also gaslit you. They gave you the silent treatment. They probably verbally abused you. I am sure they financially abused you, and they were stringing you along down to a path that led to Destructionsville. Now, you didn't know any of this. You're learning it now. You're understanding so much more about yourself, about empathy, about toxicity, about different mindsets, and about energy. Now, I've touched on energy an awful lot over the last 5+ years. You are beginning to realize what energy is. It's not just gasoline you put in your car or you pay your electricity bill to keep the lights on. You are made of energy. I'm made of energy too. So is the narcissist. And what they want to do is steal your energy so they can use it for themselves, because these people, yes, the toxic people, they're greedy, they're riddled with anxiety. They steal, they cheat, they lie, they throw anybody under the bus, they future fake. And they always want to have people believing that tomorrow will be a better day. Well, tomorrow never actually arrives, does it? No, it doesn't. You see, with the narcissist, they string along multiple people at any one time. I've shared this for so many years, the morning texts. Maybe you were one of those people that would get the morning text from the raging narcissist, and it would say things like these. How are you? Good morning. Missing you. Thinking of you. Have a great day. Notice how I used my words. I was rather boring. I was kind of robotic-like, almost AI-ish, if you will. That's what the narcissist is. The narcissist is hollow. They are shallow. They're cowards. They're bullies. There's nothing to these people. And what they want to do is keep as many people trapped in that narcissistic fog as they possibly can. And they want to keep those people, juggling them, if you will, like a clown in a circus of abuse. And at any one time, they can drop any one of the people they're juggling and insert a new person, which is why you need to understand the narcissist is loyal to nobody. They care about nobody. The only thing they care about is what they can get in the moment from whomever is around them or from whomever is providing access to them. This is one of the main reasons why I've shared, suggested, and have implemented myself the no contact rule. No contact works. Is it the solution to healing from narcissistic abuse? No, it's not. Is it one of the key components? Yes, it is. Now, whether you block the narcissist or not, you need to understand when you do block them, there will be a learning curve. It will be foreign territory, uncharted territory, if you will. But over time, you'll realize that that decision was one of the best decisions you've ever made in your life. Now, this is not going to hurt the narcissist. I do not wish ill will upon anybody. I'm not going to start now, and I don't wish that you want to harm the narcissist. That's not what I'm referring to. I'm referring to protecting yourself. You see, by blocking somebody, that is implementing a boundary. And whatever that other person's thinking, that's up to them. What I care about is you and your healing and your journey and your experience and your positivity and your direction without an 800-pound gorilla on your shoulders, i.e. the narcissist. And so this is why the narcissist wanted you waiting for the days that would never arrive. Think about your birthday as a prime example. Was your birthday ever celebrated properly when you were with the narcissist? No, it wasn't. Was your birthday ever celebrated? Probably not. Did you get a cheap 99-cent gift from a store that was about to close at 9:59 at night on the day of your birthday because the narcissist intentionally did not buy you a gift until the last moment to devalue you? Did that happen to you? Happened here. See, that's what the narcissist does. They want to string you along so you're holding on to a breadcrumb of what will never be. They want you always working as hard as you possibly can to get back to that love bomb or the euphoric stage, the beginning of the relationship. Now, you didn't know any of these things way back when. How could you figure out, without having cracked the code, that you were in a narcissistic relationship? You couldn't. You didn't know what was going on. Then you found my channel, and the rest is history. Ding, ding, ding. Once you get the wisdom, you need to apply the tools, and you need to go no contact and block that person, delete them, remove them and all flying monkeys and people associated with them. If you've done it, you know how well it's benefited you. If you haven't, you should consider it. But going back in time, when you were waiting for things to change, I gave you a birthday example. How about a holiday example? Maybe you guys went away on a holiday. Maybe it was one of your favorite, or vacation. Holidays and vacations all intertwined together. You went away. You were excited. You were looking forward to going to a new place, a new location, and you were going to spend time with somebody who perhaps you were in love with or you cared about, i.e. the narcissist. And maybe there were other people that went along on that trip with you. Most likely, there were a lot of people that went on that trip with you. However, let's say it was the two of you, or there were more than two of you. Any way you look at it, that trip wasn't what it could have been. It was what it was. So let's focus on the trip/vacation. When you went away with the narcissist, again, you didn't know who they were. You were expecting certain things like private time, intimacy, alone time, and just being. You got none, 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 and none. And actually, you probably got less than that, because most likely the narcissist had you on their invisible leash, and they were creating an itinerary for you and for whoever was on the trip with you. From the minute you woke up, you had to do ABC, and you had to be prompt and on time. And then if there ever was downtime, what would the narcissist do? They would look at you. Maybe you took a half an hour out of the middle of the afternoon because you just went sightseeing for 6 hours, and you really didn't want to do certain things. You just wanted to unplug and chill at the beach. But let's say that you got done with that 6-hour sightseeing and you were chilling at the couch, and then they would look at you and say, what are you doing? This is vacation. You're just sitting there doing nothing. You're so pathetic. I can't believe this. I'm going to go out and spend time with everybody else. This isn't a vacation. See what I just did there? That's how they blow up your vacation. Now you may say, and you should play that part of the video again, you may say, well, what's the big deal? It's not a big thing. They just said a couple quick things. Well, no, not so fast. You see, you were supposed to be together with somebody. You were physically together with them for a period of time, but mentally they were long checked out. They were just on that vacation or that holiday on your dime. They didn't care about you. If they cared about you, they wouldn't have said the words that I just illustrated to you. And what did they do? When they told you that you were being lazy, doing nothing on the couch because that's your vacation time or your holiday time because you're entitled to do whatever you want, they were taking everyone else's side but yours. See what I'm mentioning here? There are so many layers upon layers upon layers to be peeled back of the onion when it comes to narcissistic abuse. When you peel one back, there are 10 more. When you peel any one of those, there are 12 more. When you peel one of those back, there's 6 more. So it goes on and on and on and on, which is why I continue to create videos to pay it forward for you, because you have questions. You're searching for answers to questions that you have, and I can assure you, over the years, I've provided many questions to you that you didn't even know that you had in your mind, and I'm giving you the answers. Now, having said all these things, when you're holding on to something that will never arrive, this is what the narcissist knew. The narcissist was playing the long game, and they were trying to drag everything out as long as they could with you to get every little morsel of supply from you. Now, again, what is supply? Supply is time, energy, money, love, empathy. It's the ability to do things for another person without keeping score, without keeping track. And the narcissist knows this. So what did they do with you? They plugged you in like a battery in a flashlight, if you will. And no, I'm not going to use that example. I take that back. I'll use the toaster. If they plugged you in, forget the battery part. They plugged you into the outlet in the wall like a toaster. And then once that toaster wouldn't work, or maybe it wouldn't work as well as it was when it was new, they would unplug you, throw you in the bin, get a new one. This is why the narcissist continues to slither their way through life, destroying people's lives, hopes, dreams, aspirations, goals. And this is why future faking is a very big thing with the narcissist, but it is not discussed nearly as often as it should be. What is future faking? Future faking is, I'll give you an example right here. And I've talked about this for years, but I'll share it again. I'll get ready to close the video. Let's say you met the narcissist and you married them, or before you married them, they were saying, yeah, let's get married. Let's have kids, the white picket fence. We'll relocate. We'll start a business. It'll be just the two of us. We'll grow old together. We'll have grandkids, great-great-grandkids. It's going to be amazing. And you bought it hook, line, and sinker. Why? Because you didn't know what narcissism existed. They did, because they are one. And they sold you what you wanted to hear. Next thing you know, the wedding bells have rung. All the guests have left. The cake has been consumed. And now you are tethered to a raging narcissist probably until this exact moment. See what I'm saying? The narcissist knew this. They also knew that there would be no white picket fence. They also knew the ring was a license to abuse, and they also knew that you didn't know what they did, which was why it was huge, insurmountable, massive, monumental advantage narcissist until when? That's right, until it wasn't any longer. And that's when you finally close the chapter of the book on that person and you realize that they were just stringing you along. And that's what they're doing right now with whomever they are with or whatever they're doing. They are stringing someone along. The narcissist talks out of both sides of their mouth. They will lie, cheat, steal, throw anybody under the bus that gets too close to them. You were one of those people, as was I. The new supply, their time is numbered just like the narcissist days are numbered, meaning the new supply is either a clean slate, they are a recycled source of supply, or they're a toxic person, just like the person you're considering. But anyway, you look at it, don't think for a moment that the new supply and the narcissist are out in the middle of an ocean of peace and serenity and calmness. No, they are in a turbulent ocean of toxicity, of abuse, with massive waves of devastation, destruction, manipulation, a silent treatment, gaslighting, stonewalling, financial abuse, and on and on and on. It is not what you think it is. It's worse, which is why, again, once you get the wisdom, you have to close the chapter on these people. I'll share this and I'll close the video. When you were holding on or you were waiting for the day that never would arrive, that's what we've all done. Every single one of us who were in narcissistic relationships, we've all been holding out for something, a little breadcrumb of something, or waiting, or maybe this time will be different, or only if they do this, or ABC happens, XYZ. Well, many times things happen, but the narcissist doesn't change accordingly, which means this. You could give the narcissist $10 billion. You could give them $1 trillion. You could make them the governor or the president. You could make them the CEO. You could do whatever you wanted to. It will never be enough for the narcissist. And they know this because all they want to do is have an audience to perform for. All they want to do is continue to lie, steal, and cheat. All they want to do is steal other people's ideas. And for this video, and I will close it, all they want to do is have people stuck and strung along waiting for days that will never, and I mean never, arrive. That's why you need to get out now as fast as you possibly can. Close the chapter of the book on this person. So everyone, that's the video. I hope you liked it. I loved doing it from the absolutely beautiful Carolinas. This is Andrew. Namaste. Have a great afternoon, evening, or morning, no matter where you are on the planet. You are not alone. I love you all. I will connect with you tomorrow, speak with you tomorrow. Understand a few quick things. Every single one of us, myself included, have been holding on to a breadcrumb of something, hoping that the narcissist would change. This is before you knew what narcissism was. And if you now know what narcissism is and you're holding on for the narcissist to change, I strongly suggest you take out that sheet of paper and pen and write down the pro-con list about how toxic the relationship is that you are a part of or you were a part of. The narcissist will never change. They can't, and they know it. And they want to keep you stuck, giving them more and more chances, future faking you, stealing everything from you, so your life goes down the toilet and their life continues to move forward. That can't happen, and it won't happen. That's why you need to cut these people out of your life as soon as you possibly can. I love you all, and I'll talk with you tomorrow. Bye, everybody. Bye.